As you sit down to enjoy a delicious, nutritious apple, did you know that it's actually a member of the rose family? More importantly, does the apple know about its own heritage? And even if you did know that, did you know that the word salad comes from the Latin word sol, which means salt? Well, now you know. Hello and welcome to Honest Cooks. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some really cool but definitely useless food facts that you can wow your friends with. Assuming that you do have friends, cause I for one don't. Let's get started. Useless food fact number 1. The oldest sequenced recipe ever found was on the walls of the ancient Egyptian tomb of Senate. Back in the 19th century BC, it taught people how to make flatbreads. So that tells us that the ancient Egyptians were really into carbs. Food fact number 2. As of 2018, the average American adult eats 1,996 pounds of food every year. This number, calculated by the economists at the USDA, includes 31 pounds of cheese and 85 pounds of fats and oil that we consume every year. I'm stuffed just thinking about it, and if that doesn't amaze you, wait till you hear the next one. The United States spends about $37 billion annually on pizza. So, if you're part of the Great Resignation, looking to do something of your own, making pizzas can be a lucrative occupation. Moving on to number 4. Avocado is the official fruit of California, but the Californian production cannot keep up with the US demand. So most of the Hass type of avocados that you see in the grocery stores are imported from Mexico. On a totally unrelated note, about 80% of the world's vanilla comes from Madagascar, which is also where the majority of the world's vanillin or vanilla extract is produced. When I read about this, my mind automatically went from vanilla to chocolate, which brings us to fact number 6. The Olmec, one of the earliest civilizations in Latin America, were the first to turn cacao plant into chocolate. They drank their chocolate during rituals and also used it as medicine. The Olmecs were definitely ahead of their time. The seed of the cacao plant is today being used in modern medicine for its medicinal properties to treat infectious intestinal diseases and as an expectorant for lung congestion. I may not know what expectorant means without googling it, but I do know that tomato is technically a fruit. Not just that, tomatoes are the most consumed food in the world, especially since they're a dietary staple for millions of people. Speaking of tomatoes, in 1830s, ketchup was used as a medicine to treat diarrhea and other stomach-related problems. And they also make for a very good fake blood. Just refer to any 90s Bollywood movie to fact-check me on this one. Moving on to the next one. Mustard is one of the world's oldest condiments. In the late 4th to the early 5th century, the Romans were combining a mixture of ground mustard, other spices, and oil to be used as a glaze for wild boar. In true Chicago style, even the Romans would not add ketchup to their hot dogs. In 2020, the average American consumed about 40.2 pounds of cheese. No, really, trust me, I'm not joking. Google it. I'll wait for you. From 40 pounds of cheese to 39% population of India is vegetarian. This amounts to about 35 to 40 million people from various religions and backgrounds. So if India's vegetarian population were a country, it would be larger than Portugal, Sweden, and Hungary combined. Moving on to the next one. Records from 1621 show early American settlers of the Plymouth colony in southern New England may have made the first pumpkin pie of sorts. Onions are effective at reducing pain and swelling. They contain chemicals that seem to reduce swelling or inflammation, reduce lung tightness in people with asthma, and reduce levels of cholesterol and sugar in the blood. This fact is presented to you by onions. They are not just for crying anymore. Despite its name and popularity, French fries are not French. The origins can be found in Belgium, where historians claim potatoes were being fried in the late 1600s. And the final fact is that if you've come this far in the video, it means that you really enjoy talking about food. So why don't you subscribe to Honest Cooks, because that's all we talk about. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a lovely day.